So what we're looking at here is we've got a gentleman that purchased this aircraft, and he did a couple of demo flights in the back seat with a wheeled trike, and then decided he would solo this Sea-Wing amphibious trike, but basically no formal lessons whatsoever, and he's definitely struggling with this aircraft. So right here, he is getting into that attitude where spiral is very easy to develop, and by the grace of God, he does get out of this spiral dive without removing throttle. And so because he's not removing throttle here, he's going into a very rapid nose up and into this second spiral, and not so lucky recovering from that one. So let's break this down. What I'm seeing here is basically two things. I'm seeing a pilot-induced oscillation on the climb out, and I'm seeing some P-factor. So this trike is a 582, and you can actually see the left wing billowing right there, much heavier than the right. And that's caused from the torque effect, or the P-factor of that engine. And so the pilot keeps pulling the right wing down, but inevitably the left wing keeps dropping. So anytime the nose is high, with a trike in particular, the airspeed's probably slowing down, especially if it's abnormally high, not a sustained nose up climb attitude. And with that loss of airspeed, any kind of a bank angle that develops, in this case, probably had a lot to do with P-factor, but simply holding pressure in his right hand would have overcome that P-factor very effortlessly. I think he kept just letting go of the controls after he would give it an input, and that just brings us right into a spiral dive. What should have happened is he should have come off of the throttle, made what looks to be a proper recovery, which is high hand to hip, so pulling in with the right hand to get out of this spiral dive to the left. And the important thing is that the power would be off and then applied back in to remain or retain level flight after the recovery. But the throttle is probably a hand throttle, if I had to guess here, and it was probably advanced to full throttle, which is why the throttle just never blipped during this whole situation. And that's the reason that all that excess speed and energy coming out of the first spiral pretty much put the nose straight back up in the air again, setting him up for a second spiral. And, you know, not having any formal instruction in the front seat of throttle management, pitch control, this is just a 1,000,000 to 1 odds that this flight was going to go well for him. And unfortunately, this is a fatality. This is a video that's been released by the NTSB. Pretty clear and cut and dry what's happened here. But I've said it before, and I'll say it again, well over 80% of all trike or weight shift control fatalities are going to come from a spiral dive. So if you've just watched this video and you're thinking that trikes are unsafe, that's just simply not the case. Flying a trike without training is very unsafe, and in fact flying a trike with training but no spiral recovery training is also very unsafe. If you're not comfortable with spirals, something that we like to do probably multiple times on every flight that we do, if you're not comfortable doing them and recovering from them, then the odds are you're going to accidentally enter a spiral at some point, and you'll either know how to exit it safely, quickly, and effectively, or you won't. Take a look at the videos that we've put together regarding spiral recovery. The information is out there. Get with instructors, get the training, and fly safe.